Good morning, students. This is next topic in chemical equilibrium chapter, that is acids and bases. This is also called simply ionic equilibrium. Here first we have to know about Arrhenius acid base theory. Here so many acid base theories. Among them first one is Arrhenius acid base theory. According to this theory, the definition for acid is if a substance liberates or donates H plus ions in aqueous solution is called Arrhenius acid. For example, HCl, H2SO4, HNO3, HClO4 all are acids. What is the definition according to Arrhenius theory of acid? If a substance present in water, then that substance donates H plus ions, then that substance is considered as what? Acid. That means the substance should donate H plus ions in aqueous solution. Aqueous solution is, what is the meaning of aqueous solution? If any substance present in water, that is called aqueous solution. So according to this theory, if a substance donates H plus ion in water, in aqueous solution, then only that substance is called acid. That is called Arrhenius acid. These are the examples for Arrhenius acid. Next one, base. According to Arrhenius theory, if a substance donates or liberates OH minus ions in aqueous solution is called Arrhenius base. That means if you put a substance in water, if that substance donates OH minus ions, then that is called base, Arrhenius base. Example, NaOH, KOH, CaOH twice, MgOH twice. These are the examples for base. That means to produce OH minus ions, the substance should contain OH. Then only that acts as Arrhenius base. I hope you understand it very well. Next one, neutralization. According to Arrhenius acid base theory, if an acid reacts with base, then salt and water are formed. That is called neutralization. So formation of salt and water from acid and base is called neutralization. Already we have got this point in class 10 chemistry. So this point is what? This is the neutralization reaction. According to which theory? According to which theory? Arrhenius acid base theory. Next point. This theory applicable to aqueous solutions only. That means without aqueous solutions, without water, we cannot say whether it is acid or base. So that is drawback. That is a drawback of Arrhenius acid base theory. Next acid base theory, that is Bronsted-Lowry acid base theory. This is also called proton theory. Proton is what? What is proton? H plus. Proton means what? H plus. That means this theory based on H plus only. That is why it is also called proton theory. According to this theory, acid means if a substance donates H plus to other substance is called Bronsted acid. If a substance donates H plus to other substance is called what? Bronsted acid. That other substance may be water or any other substance. So what is the condition to be acid according to this theory? What is the condition to be acid according to this theory? The substance should donate H plus to other substance. According to this theory, base is if a substance gains H plus, according to this theory, the substance should accept H plus ions from other substance is called base. Simply acid means what? If it donates H plus to other substance, that is called acid, Bronsted acid. If it gains H plus, that is called base. I hope you understand it. For example, see, suppose if a reaction takes place between HCl and H2O, then what happens? This HCl becomes Cl minus and H2O becomes H3O plus. So what is happened in this reaction? What is the mechanism takes place in this reaction? This HCl donates H plus to H2O. Then HCl becomes Cl minus and H2O becomes H3O plus. I write this reaction here. See, what is the reaction? H2O plus HCl gives rise to, this is a reversible reaction. Then what happened? H2O becomes H3O plus HCl becomes Cl minus. See, this H2O becomes like this this HCl becomes like this. So what is happened here? HCl becomes Cl minus. That means HCl donates one H plus. HCl donates H plus. That is why it becomes Cl minus. That means it acts as acid. Which one? HCl. HCl donates H plus to what? To H2O. That is why H2O becomes H3O plus. That means H2O gains H plus from HCl. So that H2O acts as what? Base. This can be reversible. That means when H3O reacts with Cl minus, again H2O and HCl can be formed. So what is the mechanism behind formation of H2O and HCl from this? This H3O plus donates H plus to Cl minus. Then only H3O plus becomes H2O. You have to think that reverse reaction. So that this substance acts as what? Acid. Then this Cl minus acts as base. Why it acts as base? Because when this Cl minus gains H plus from this substance, then this Cl minus becomes HCl. So that this acts as base. According to this theory, if a substance donates H plus, that acts as acid. If a substance gains H plus, that acts as base. That's all. Next, one more example. NH3 plus H2O gives rise to, this is also reversible reaction, NH4 plus OH minus. That means when ammonia reacts with water, this is formula for ammonia. When ammonia reacts with water, then this ammonia becomes ammonium ion and H2O becomes hydroxide ion. What is the mechanism for forward reaction? What is happened? This NH3 gains H plus from H2O. NH3 gains H plus from H2O. That means NH3 gains from H plus means NH3 acts as base. This H2O donates H plus. Then only it, because of that purpose only it becomes OH minus. It became OH minus ion. So this H2 acts as acid. This is also a reversible reaction like above reaction. That means this NH4 plus can donate H plus to OH minus ion. Then only it became NH3. That means it acts as acid, NH4 plus. Then it acts as base. Why it acts as base? This OH minus ions gains OH plus. So that it became H2O. So what you have to understand, according to Arrhenius acid-base theory, when an acid reacts with base, then what happened? Proton transfer takes place from acid to base. That is called neutralization. That is one point. I repeat that point. Listen carefully. According to Arrhenius acid-base theory, when an acid-base reaction takes place, then what happened? Proton transfer takes place from acid to bases. That is called neutralization. According to Arrhenius acid-base theory, what is neutralization? Formation of salt from acid and base. That is neutralization. According to Bronsted theory, what is neutralization? Transfer of proton from acid to base. Next, one more point. According to Arrhenius acid-base theory, an acid-base reaction contains two acids and two bases. An acid-base reaction contains two acids and two bases. That is another point. Next, if you see these two examples, in the above example, in the first example, H2 acts as base, but in the below example, in the second example, H2 acts as acid. Here H2 is base, here H2 is acid. So what is the point? What is the important point? According to Arrhenius acid-base theory, the substance which acts as either acid or base depends on other substance. What is that? The substance acts as either acid or base depends on other substance. See, here H2O acts as base. Why? That depends on HCl. HCl acts as acid. But here H2O acts as acid. Why? That depends on NH3. So what you have to understand? According to acid-base theory, a substance acts as either acid or base depends on other substance. Next, one more point. HCl acts as acid in the presence of H2O, but not in the presence of C6H6. C6H6 means, what is this? Benzene. That means in the presence of benzene, HCl cannot donate H+. So that HCl is not acid in that case, but HCl is acid in the presence of water. So what is the conclusion? I told you that part already. That is the substance acts as either acid or base that depends on other substance. Next, one more point. In these two examples, This is a base in this example. This is acid. Both are what? Water. So according to Arrhenius acid base theory, if a substance acts as either acid or base, according to Arrhenius acid base theory, if a substance acts as either acid or base, that substance is called amphoteric substance. That substance is called what? Amphoteric substance. I hope you understand all these points. You have to remember all these points. Next one. Neutralization. I told you already what is neutralization. Transfer of proton from acid to base is called neutralization according to Arrhenius acid base theory. Next theory, that is what? Conjugate acid base pair. Conjugate. This can be explained based on Bronsted-Lowry theory. See, first we have to know what is conjugate acid base pair. Later we can discuss what is conjugate acid and what is conjugate base. First we have to know what? Conjugate acid base pair. See, the acid base pair which is differ by one proton is called conjugate acid base pair. That means two substances should be there. Those two substances should be acid and base, and the difference should between those two substances is 1 H plus. I repeat that point. We have to take two substances. Between those two substances, 1 H plus difference should be there. Then only those two substances are considered as what? Conjugate acid base pair. See, in the first example, HCl, Cl minus. Here H plus is there, but here H plus is not there. That means between these two substances, H plus is 1 H plus is difference. See, here NH3, NH4 plus. Here between these two substances are also 1 H plus difference is there. So that this pair is also called pair. That means these two substances are also called conjugate acid base pair. H2 and OH minus. Here also 1 H plus difference is there. So that here also this pair is called conjugate acid base pair. Now I will discuss one more example. See, H2O, H3O plus. This is also conjugate acid base pair because here 2 hydrogens, here 3 hydrogens plus 1 plus. That means here also 1 H plus difference is there. Then what about OH minus and H3O plus? Here 1 H plus is there, but here why here I am telling here 1 H plus? This negative charge is present on total O and H. So that what we have to think here, this OH minus contains H plus. Here H3O plus, that means 3 hydrogens are there. 3 hydrogens are there. Here difference is what? 2 H plus difference is there. Here 1 hydrogen, here 3 hydrogens. Here difference is what? 2 hydrogens. So that these two are not conjugate acid base pair. Conjugate acid base pair. I hope you understand. Between two substances, what is the difference? 1 H plus difference should be there. Next, what is conjugate acid? If you add H plus to the given substance, that is conjugate acid. Then what about conjugate base? If you remove H plus from the substance, that will be conjugate base. Conjugate acid means if you add H plus to the substance, that is conjugate acid. If you remove H plus from the substance, that is conjugate base. It is conjugate base. If you observe these 2 points carefully, you have to learn one. You have to get one point. These 2 points are exactly opposite to. Conjugate Bronsted acid base theory. What is Bronsted acid base theory? What is Bronsted acid? We have to remove Bronsted acid means it should donate H plus, but conjugate acid means we should add H plus. Bronsted base means it should gain H plus, but conjugate base means we should remove an H plus. So both are exactly opposite. Here some examples are there for conjugate acid and conjugate base. See, for H2O, what is conjugate acid? What we have to do regarding conjugate acid? We have to add one H plus. Then H2O becomes H3O plus. So this H3O plus is what? Conjugate acid of H2O. Then what about conjugate base for H2O? We have to remove one H plus. Then H2O becomes OH minus. In case of HCO3 minus, what is conjugate acid? We have to add one H plus. Then HCO minus, HCO3 minus becomes H2CO3. But in case of conjugate base, what we have to do? We have to remove one H plus. Then negative charge increases. Then this becomes CO3 minus 2. I hope you understand. In case of HCl, HSO4 minus, what is conjugated acid? We have to add one H plus, then HSO4 minus becomes H2SO4. Then what about conjugate base? We have to remove one H plus, then need to charge increases, like in above case. Then HSO4 minus becomes SO4 minus 2. Next, in case of HCl, what is conjugate acid? We cannot add H plus. You cannot add. So there is no conjugate acid. But what is conjugate base? We have to remove H plus, then it becomes Cl minus. Next, OH minus. For OH minus, what is conjugate acid? We have to add H plus, then OH minus becomes H2O. Then what about conjugate base? We have to remove one H plus, then OH minus becomes O minus 2. So these are examples for conjugate acids and conjugate base for a given substance. Next, one more point. If an acid is strong, then its conjugate base is weak and vice versa. What is the meaning of that point? If stronger acid is there, for that conjugate base is weak. Vice versa means if weak acid is there, for that conjugate base is strong. If an acid is strong, its conjugate base is weak. If an acid is weak, its conjugate base is strong. That is the meaning of that point. Similarly, in case of base also same thing happen. What is that? If your base is strong, then its conjugate acid is weak. If base is weak, then its conjugate acid is strong. I hope you understand all these points. This is all about conjugate acid base theory. In next video, I will discuss about Lewis acid base theory. Thank you.